quick morning practice that you can do in your bed. This one is going to focus on the hips and the lower back. So imagine that you just woke up in your bed. We're going to start by pulling our knees into our chest. So it's just the knees into the chest. First, actually, before moving, let's just be still. Think about having your whole body pressing into the floor from the back of the head to the tailbone. If you can't get your knees in close to the chest and you want to put your pillow in between your chest and your legs or in between the thighs and the calves, that's a great option to give yourself a little bit of rest. And especially since you just woke up, then we're going to start moving. So we're going to start by just a little sway side to side. And this can just involve the legs, but you can also let yourself rock across the back and over to one side of your back and across the back to the other side of your back. And then we're just going to let our feet come to the bed or the floor. We're going to let our feet walk away from each other. Let your knees rest on the inside of each other, and just turn your palms up to the sky, shoulders relax, and just take a moment to notice how your body is feeling. Noticing if there's a specific spot in your body that needs a little extra attention, and really just trying to find a little bit of connection to yourself and how you're feeling. We're going to walk our feet back in. We're going to lift our feet back off the floor. We're going to try to get our feet and our shins parallel to the bed, the floor, and our knees directly over top the hips. And we're going to take our hands onto our knees and we're going to do some circles here. So just circling the knees out. Maybe they come around clockwise, and they don't have to stay directly next to each other. There can be some space. Just trying to warm up the hips and notice how that feels, and then go the other way. So actually I was going counterclockwise and now I'm going clockwise, but just remember to go both directions. Notice how that adds a little extra massage over the pelvis and the lower back. Okay, and then we're going to place one leg down. We're going to stretch the other leg up and down. And so we don't have to straighten it all the way, but we can if that feels good for us. We're just starting to feel some movement in the leg and the knees. And then we're going to add on by pointing and flexing that foot. Pointing and flexing, and keep moving the leg up and down. And then we're going to leave the foot up into the sky, and we're going to intentionally leave a bend in this knee now. And we're going to roll out the ankle, and if it creaks and pops, that's okay. We're going to add some movement in the toes, so maybe spreading the big toes and the little toes and all the toes away from each other. Roll the ankle out the other way. Good. And then we're going to just give our whole leg a jiggle and a shake. And we're going to switch sides. So bring your other knee in, give it its own little hug, and then we're going to lift and lower that leg. So we're just gently moving the foot away from you and the foot back towards you. If you want it to come straight, go ahead. But if you don't, that's okay too. Adding in, pointing and flexing. Good. And the foot is going to be up and away from us now. We're going to roll out the ankle. We're going to intentionally leave this knee bent. Adding the movement in the toes, kind of spreading the toes away from each other, just really trying to warm up the whole foot. Roll out the ankle the other way. Good. And then giving that leg a little shake. And bringing both of your feet down to the mat. And we're going to take our knees wide, the bottoms of the feet together for a little moment of bound angle, Baddha Konasana on our back. So the bottoms of the feet are together, the knees are wide. We do not have to bring our heels as close as you can to the body. We're trying to make this comfortable, feeling a little length and stretch on the inner thighs. Good. When you're ready, we're going to help the knees come together. And we're going to lay over on one side. So stack your knees on top of each other on the side, and the arm that's below or on the bottom, we're going to stick out straight, and we're going to put its partner arm on top. And if you want to put a pillow underneath your head to make that neck a little more comfortable, please feel free. So you're making your hands like a book. We're going to leave our legs here, and we're going to draw the top arm across and in towards your heart center, twisting open the upper body and ending up with the arms stretching wide and shoulders and heart facing the sky. And if that means that your legs come off the floor or they separate a little bit, that's okay. But we do want them to stay facing that one side. And just breathing here. When you're ready to come out, we'll take the knees one at a time up and scoot your hips up. And you're going to end up back in the center. And we're just going to do that to the other side. So we're just going to lay over on our opposite side, placing our hands on top of each other like a book, and then drawing the arm in and across and out. So you end up facing the sky again, and the knees are facing the other side in a nice gentle twist. And you can turn your head in one direction or the other. It's really whatever feels most comfortable for you. You can also just stay gazing at the ceiling. And wherever it is you are breathing. Good. When you're ready, lifting one knee at a time until you come back onto your back. And we're going to draw the knees back in, draw the hands onto the legs, give our legs a little squeeze, rock side to side, whatever feels nice. And we're going to practice half happy baby. So we're going to start with the left leg. We're going to leave it in. We're going to stretch the right leg out. We're going to push gently the left leg out to the side. We're going to flex that foot and lift the heel away from the back of your body, away from your glutes. We imagine that you want to step this foot and make a nice footprint on the ceiling. So we're flexing that foot, and our hands are walking up that leg. And maybe you end up holding the foot, but maybe you don't. Maybe you're holding here at the back of the thigh. We're really just opening up this back of your leg and the front of your leg. So if you end up right here close to the body, sometimes it works a little better to just take your hand and move the flesh of the top of your thigh so you can get a little deeper into the stretch. Now we want to make sure that the rest of our body is connected to the floor so that we're really feeling the stretch in the leg. And then after that, you can add movement. And so sometimes people like to straighten the leg and let it come out to the side, or sometimes it feels good to rock a little bit. And when you're ready to come out, we'll just bring both knees back in, and we can either hug them in or we can bring the feet to the floor and just give our legs a wibble wobble, whatever feels right. And we're going to move into the other side. So it is now the right knee that's in. The left leg can be here bent or it can be straight. We're going to flex our right foot. We're going to draw the heel up and away from our glutes. We're going to flex this foot a lot, and we're going to bring our hands to wherever we can to find our stretch. Remember, we might want to just move some of the flesh of your thigh so that you can really activate the stretch for your body, and try to keep yourself steady and strong on the mat or on your bed to start off with. And then after a breath or two here, you can add some movement if it feels nice, or even straightening that leg out if that feels good for you. And so we're going to come out by taking both legs straight. So go ahead and straighten both legs. If you want to reach the arms overhead, you can. Maybe we wiggle toes, maybe we wiggle fingers. So we're going to take our arms overhead, and we're just going to bend the elbows, and you can either hold opposite wrists overhead or you can bring your hands to the opposite elbows, whichever feels nice. And you can also bring your hands to the back of the head if that feels better, supporting the head, whatever feels best for your shoulders. We're going to walk the legs over to the left. Good. And then if it feels nice, you can take the left ankle and place it on top of the right. We're trying to get a stretch all across the right side. If you're not feeling the stretch, you can scoot your head and shoulders a little bit over to the left also, so you're really making a banana shape. This is banana pose. We want to try to keep both hips facing the sky and both hips on the mat. So if you end up rolling off the right hip, go ahead and scoot yourself back so that your right hip is grounded on the mat. And to come out, let's unwind our hands from overhead first, and we can bring them beside us, and then we could unwind the legs and just scoot yourself back to center. And we'll start with the legs. So the legs are going to come over to the right. And so the hips stay center of the mat or bed. The legs walk to the right. And then if you want to, the right ankle can cross over the left. It doesn't have to. Then you can bring those arms back overhead in whatever position feels good. Notice how this feels. And if you want a little more activation, you can start to bring the head and shoulders a little bit more to the right to get that crescent shape. But you don't have to add that. You can stay right where you were and you still get a nice stretch down the side of the leg and the hips. And of course, we're breathing. And when you're ready to come out, you just let your arms come out, come down beside the hips, uncross your legs, walk your legs back into center. You could do this with straight legs if that feels good. Just breathe in and breathe out. And we're going to roll over to our side. Whichever side is comfortable for you now, we're going to sit up. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana again, this time on our seat. So the bottoms of the feet come together. If you can't hold on to your ankles, that's okay. You can place your hands inside the legs. You can also bring your hands behind your hips on the back, behind your bottom. If you're feeling a little bit like you have to lean back, that's the best place for you to put your hands. And then I'm going to ask you to just sit a little taller. And then relax the shoulders. Option here to hinge a little forward, getting yourself a gentle stretch for the lower back. Try to keep the back nice and long so that we're just hinging from the hips and softening forward without kind of bringing the nose to the knees, to the toes. And walking your hands up and in, helping your knees come together. We're going to stick our legs out in front of us. We're going to wobble side to side. We're going to do a seated forward fold. We're going to start very gently. So start by sitting tall, hands alongside the body, and try to sit as tall as you possibly can. So feel both of your sit bones grounding into the bed or the mat. Shoulders down, belly pulled in. And then we're going to bend our knees. So give your knees some softness. And then we're going to crawl our hands alongside the legs, just hinging forward like you want to bring your belly to your thighs. And maybe that means that you bend your knees more. And maybe you can get your belly to the thighs. You can put your feet on the floor and you can stay here. Really lengthen the spine. So here, if your belly is on your thighs, really think about crown of the head reaching towards the top corner of the room and tailbone really reaching the mat or the bed. You have the option here to round over the legs, resting here, or to straighten the legs and rest here. So wherever it is that you are, try to relax as much as you can in the back body. So you may even want to walk your feet away from each other. And we'll sit tall again. And this time we're going to lean back. And we're going to sway our knees from one side to the other. So your weight is in your hands. You're just swaying your legs left and right to really release the hips. And we're going to do 2 more stretches, single leg. So we're going to take our right leg and put it out in front. We're going to take our left foot and put it right up on the inside thigh of the right leg. And then take your time to adjust and turn towards the straight leg, the right leg, and then soften over, walking the hands alongside again. And you can stay upright, lengthening the spine, or you could round over towards the leg. Try to relax the shoulders and not grip with the hands. So if you're feeling here like you're really kind of trying to pull, just relax. We don't have to go super close to the leg. We're just getting a stretch across the back. Sometimes softness can get you better results than striving or pressure. And then we're going to walk our hands in. We're going to take this bent leg and we're going to tuck it up into the belly and sit tall here. So both sides of your hips are touching the floor. You're sitting as tall as you can. Then lift that foot and bring it over to the outside of the straight leg. We want this foot flat. We want this hip down. Again, sit tall. So now we're going to take our left hand and bring it beside or behind us. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to hug it in. So we're pulling that knee in towards center and we're looking over the left shoulder. Option to take the hand out and press the outside of your tricep into the outside of your thigh to twist yourself deeper. But if you find yourself moving into this position to get there, instead sit tall and give your leg a hug. When you're ready to unwind, maybe look all the way around to the other side. And then help your legs come forward, and you could lean back and just give them a shake. But we are going to sit tall and switch to the other side. So now it's our left leg that's out, our right foot that's coming to the inside of our left leg. We're adjusting so that we feel both sides of our hips touching the floor. We're facing the straight leg and we're softening over it. Remember the idea of softness. Let's see if we can get all of our toes to face the ceiling and our knee to face the ceiling. Walk your hands in towards your body. Take this knee and tuck it up and in, giving it its own little hug, reminding your body that you're trying to get both sides of your seat on the floor. Lifting the foot over and putting it on the outside of the straight leg again, both sides of your seat on the floor. Then twisting towards the bent leg. Maybe looking out over that shoulder. Maybe just looking to the side. When you're ready, you'll turn all the way around to the other side. Come all the way back in front. You can lean back and give your legs a shake. You can cross your legs. And we are done with our morning practice. Take your time here to perhaps notice how your body feels now. And maybe come back to this tomorrow. See if you can make your body feel even better tomorrow. And thanks for watching.